There are so many myths about being on YouTube. I'm gonna tackle some of them in this journey. If you didn't see it, check out my episode, The Truth About Becoming a YouTuber. I'm on the journey and I'm 51 videos in at this point. We need a check-in since that last video to see what's changed, what's working, what's not, and how we figure it all out. This series is always fun for me. Drew, my man, you know what's up. Let's get it. Let's start with a stats update. Okay, so first I gotta give you an update on the stats compared to where we were about 4 months ago. We're at 123 subs now. We were at 18 back then. We have 6,000 views now. We only have 430 back in the day. We have 342 hours of watch time, only 15 hours the last time we checked in. Now we have enough data to introduce you to what I believe are the two most important metrics in YouTube: click-through rate and average view duration. If you're brand new and starting out, or if you've been doing this for a while and it's going slow, either way, learn to love these metrics. I want to point you to a great book. It's called The 4 Disciplines of Execution. I'll put a link to it in the description below. This book has nothing to do with YouTube. It has everything to do with learning how to measure the most important things in any endeavor or goal you're working on in your life. It's going to talk about lag measures and lead measures. If you're a YouTuber and you want to grow, read this book. Learn as much as you can about the lead measures. Click-through rate is the most important leading indicator in YouTube, and average view duration is a close second. My current click-through rate, for example, is only 2.5%, but it's relative. So 2.5% could be a step up for your channel, maybe from 0.8%. Don't compare. Work to compete only against yourself. Average view duration is all about how long you can keep someone on the platform. YouTube wants people to click and stay. If your average view duration is high, Miss Algorithm likes you and she's gonna send you some love. AVD is a close cousin to audience retention, which is how often each moment of your video is being watched as a total percentage of views. I like 60 to 70% plus for audience retention. We have 2 videos at that mark, but many more to work on. Overall, can I just say we're doing a hell of a lot better statistically than where we were a few months ago. We have 7 times more subs, 14 times more views, and 22 times more watch hours. So when you look at the numbers, like 6,000 total views, and you pick any random channel and it has 600,000 views, you have to put it all in perspective. How are you doing on your journey? You can't worry about others. Keep working and keep pushing to make your thing your thing. I'm about to get into these myths, but first, a quick reminder. I'm Jay Hurt. Welcome to the Confident Charismatic, where we talk about charisma, confidence, and winning at life. Well, except today, because we're talking about myths of becoming a YouTuber, and maybe why I can't say the word myths very well. Myth: becoming a YouTuber is easy. It's not easy, it's work. Regardless of the type of channel you see, there's some level of commitment. The channels with crazy subs and insane views have incredible levels of commitment. Some have large teams, some are reinvesting hundreds or thousands or sometimes millions of dollars into the channel. If you love the work and you have a passion to serve your community, it's fun, but don't get it twisted. This isn't easy. Myth: YouTube is mostly a hobby. False. There's a relatively new term called the creator economy. The creative ecosystem of YouTube supported more than 425,000 full-time equivalent jobs in the US and created 25 billion, yes, with a B, to the US economy in 2021. That doesn't sound like a hobby. It can be a hobby if you want it to be, and that's great. Serve your audience, have fun, and don't take it serious. Until you take it serious. When you decide to take this journey seriously, then serving your audience becomes fun and ultimately it will be financially fruitful. Myth: successful creators have an advantage. The advantage successful creators have is their work ethic. They do what they have to do to make it work. They learn how to master their platforms. They figure out their monetization path may be stronger off of YouTube. They learn from others. study, purchase coaching, find mentors, and work their tails off to create their advantage. They don't have an advantage, fam. They earn an advantage, just as you or I can do the same. Myth: your niche is saturated. This actually isn't a myth. It's probably true. It's also true that your differentiator is, well, you. Every niche is saturated, but it's irrelevant. Don't believe me? Search Mr. Beast and find out how many people have similar thumbnails and do similar types of things to what Mr. Beast does. He's not sweating it though, y'all. He's working on what he does. That's what you want to do. Become the absolute best version of you and develop your content, delivery, and style, and let the market tell you what you need to do. Market saturation, it's irrelevant to YouTube creators. Myth: it takes too long to make money. It's not taking too long. You're struggling with the work. Focus on making quality content for your audience. Stay consistent and you'll see the returns. The money's coming, but let's keep it 100. YouTube is a meritocracy with attention as the currency. The short version of that means people reap success, power, and influence based on their ability and merit to drive views. Plain and simple. Bruh, you have one job, like a kicker on an NFL team. Drive more views and make that field goal, bruh. Achieve that goal and profitability will follow. Myth: only certain people can succeed on YouTube. This is false, but in a sense, it's kind of true. It's true that only certain people will rise to the top. It's false that you're eliminated from that group because of some preconceived notion. Spend hours on the idea, the concept. Spend time on your thumbnails and titles. Revise and revise some more. Put it out to the market. And most importantly, listen to your audience. As you grow, they'll tell you what they want. Believe them. You will be one of those certain people who can succeed on YouTube. Myth: it's too late. I should have started a channel 10 years ago. False. You weren't ready, and let's be honest, your channel would have likely sucked. Check this out. I tried to start filming myself for a channel in 2012, and when I tell you, if it wasn't the biggest mess you've ever seen, I hope that footage is destroyed somewhere. I don't ever want to see it again. I wasn't ready. I started when I was ready. Start when you're ready and go for it. Don't let anyone tell you what you can or can't do. Just be dedicated to the craft, and I'll say it over and over and over again. Deliver the best video that you can deliver. Myth: I don't have the right equipment. Don't do that. You know the iPhone cameras are movie quality these days. You can literally go on Amazon, spend about $179 on a gimbal, 2 tripods, selfie stick. I bought this package, right? I actually didn't ask for the selfie stick. It just showed up. And a camera case. You're ready to go. Turn on the camera or your iPhone and start talking. When it's time to get new lighting, get new lighting. When it's time to add another mic, add another mic. Take your time. It's a marathon, not a sprint. But let's be clear. There's not a smartphone made this decade that can't shoot, edit, and load quality YouTube videos. I've heard some of these myths from other creators and potential creators. You can't allow perceived obstacles to impede your path. If you're standing on the sidelines, bruh, no one's telling you to stand on the sidelines. We're doing the thing. My channel is growing. I love delivering this content. I like hearing stories of people having a different perspective on building confidence just from watching my channel. You can have the same great feelings with your channel. Theodore Roosevelt famously said, "It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles." He continues, "If he fails, at least he fails daring greatly, so that his place shall never have been with those cold and timid souls who neither knew victory nor defeat." Man, that's my speech right there. You can't worry about others' perception, the haters, whatever. Ignore the myths and go for it. One last thing Roosevelt said in that speech, the credit belongs to the man in the arena. You heard the man. If you're already building, keep building. If you want to start, what are you waiting on? When you ignore these myths and start seeing a little success, you can feel your confidence building like a tricep muscle on the back of your arm. When you feel that, look in the mirror, fam, smile, and remind yourself that when it comes to YouTube, charisma will always be your superpower.